Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. This is Tommy the Tarot Reader and I am doing a reading for fun. I have pulled out some of my decks and I am going to just intuitively pull some cards out for you. So I am doing this for Aries. So if there is any clear messages coming out, I will tell you. This reading starts from right now because I'm doing it right now, Aries. So let's see what's going on with Aries. Reciprocity. Seek balance. So all must benefit. Aries. All right, that card showed up. I am going to pull out a Shadow Oracle card. Balance is really important for you, Aries. I don't know if you've been feeling like right now you've been working too hard and too long and you are exhausted. You know, you have been giving a lot, maybe to a situation or a person, and it is time for you to really think about what you want in terms of what you want for like next year, and really put some thought into that instead of going day to day or, you know, this feels good right now. This is okay right now. I'm getting kind of what I need. But create some goals for yourself that are, you know, important and big and meaningful for you. So these goals, if you're telling yourself, well, I don't know what I want to do next year, it's probably a really good time to sit down and figure that out. So that card came out. I know we have a soul connection. Having said, what are we doing next year? Right. What are you doing about that next year? What are you doing about that right now, Aries? You do feel that with someone, or you do feel a soul connection with where your life is supposed to go. You've been shown the road. You have. And that is where you're supposed to go. So let's say reciprocity is you were shown the road that you are to help people. The universe said reciprocity is you will get so much back from the universe because you are helping people. You have a soul connection to the community, to what you do for work. It's just the soul connection piece is something that is deep within your own heart. And that is something that you probably have been tangling with all year, wondering what that is for some of you. But for some of you, it's not hitting you over the head, but it's right in front of your face. So you have to, Aries isn't, they don't dive into the depths of the ocean. They don't dive into the depths of their soul and their inner being. That's not what Aries do. Unless you have a lot of water in your chart, you probably don't do that. That's what is being required of you right now, Aries, that you dive into what you don't see, what isn't shown to you, what isn't laid out for you, what someone doesn't take your hand and drag you to it and said, here it is, this is what you got to look at. There's something you need to look at, and really look at it hard. Really look at it hard. And it's not bad. It's just that if your life is complacent and you're bored and you think you've been doing the same thing over and over and over, it could also be with a situation that has been challenging you or testing you, and you are just ready to get done with the situation. Unfortunately, you cannot get done with that situation because of the soul connection. There is a soul connection here, a situation that is taking everything out of you. And it is requiring so much strength from you to be able to balance between your needs, their needs, your frustration, the situation, and what you're facing. It's a battle. It's the kind of battle I feel is that at some point you have to stop giving. You can still love them, but you have to stop giving, because you're not going to have much more to give. Okay? Or, if you are not necessarily giving, but you're crying over it or grieving over it, it's just, you have to pull it together and evaluate balance, your strength, and everyone's needs. But your strength is not limitless. So the angel of strength is, they will do whatever they can, and they pull out when they got no more to give. So seduction came up. Jupiter Pisces. You are easily guilted because you are so kind-hearted and big-hearted, and you feel that's what you have to do, Aries. And the cards are saying that's what you want to do, but it's probably a really bad idea, because Aries, the angel of strength is to show the other party that they can do it on their own. They don't need you to pick them up. They don't need this codependency, emotional codependency to keep them going, because you're only creating a karmic cycle, yours and theirs. So if you thought to yourself, what I've been doing isn't working because I just keep encouraging a codependency, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. There's a certain delusion in your head that you have to keep doing this. So when I said you have to stop, I pulled out the Three of Wands. You have to stop. You have to stop because you have to look at your future and the future of everyone else around you. Because whatever decision you make will reverberate and affect the people around you. Your decision has to be about you. If anyone accuses you of being selfish, self-centered, or narcissistic, they want what you have. They want what you have. So do not fall into the game of someone playing victim and you rescuer. You got to pull out of that energy, because the Three of Wands is saying there is so much more for you out there. If you look out into the world and further out into the universe, Aries, there is much more there calling for you. This situation should not shackle you. Should not shackle you. There is someone here who will shackle you, and they are trying to. And the cards are saying you have to be the Three of Wands, looking out into the universe and looking more out to what is meant for you. There's so much more out there for you with the Three of Wands. You have to explore. You cannot get bogged down by obligation. You cannot get bogged down by feeling like you hurt someone's feelings if you did this. You have to honor your vision. Your eyes are like darted forward into the future, into the lands and the worlds ahead of you. I do see a bigger universe ahead of you. The Queen of Wands is here. You have possibly a soulmate. This is either you going towards your passion, or this is your soulmate next to you. No matter where you go towards your passion, you both have a passion. Both these cards are wands. There is a purpose, a vision. It's huge. I mean, if I were to look at the seduction card, I could even say that you are seduced by your passion. You are seduced by something that's pulling you in a certain direction. Right, a certain direction where you may not know who you are, because you're moving in a path that you know you have to follow. But in following that path, a lot of who you are is dropped off. You're shedding old skin. You're shedding your old self as you go down this path, which is the Death card. The Death card is you are shedding all that old skin, the old you. That is not going to be useful for where you're going, because you're going to the Three of Wands. You're going way out there, wherever you're going. You have an inkling of what that is with the Queen of Wands. If you're in a relationship, you're both going in that direction. It's a very exciting time for you, Aries. Exciting. Egypt. You may feel a little weird, like something is pulling me and leading me. Well, because it is. The Akashic records, the blueprint of all of us, you're getting pulled towards that Akashic, your purpose, your vision, your calling. I mean, this so far, this is what's telling me is you're getting hints of where you're supposed to go. You can't explain what or why or who, but you are getting led there. It's like someone is pulling you to where you're supposed to be, and then you get there and you're like, whoa, this is amazing. How did I get here? Well, you're supposed to be there. This also tells me there is a soulmate relationship here with Egypt, that the two of you together are in a soulmate, not just a soulmate connection. I know we have a soul connection, but your souls have a purpose. There's a reason for your connection. It's already in the blueprint. That's why you met. This is very strong. Very strong. You feel like you're getting seduced. That's why that seduction card is there. You do. You feel like you're getting seduced. Like, what is this? Who is so good to me? The generosity card is, who's giving me all this? Did I deserve all this? Yes, you did. The blueprint, it has already been created. You're just carrying it out. Yes, so if it's amazing, that's because you have been chosen to be a rich man. I just pulled that from the Kipper. It looks like it's about money, but it's not about money. It isn't. It's about that you have been bestowed by prosperity. Again, to me, this reading is speaking about the universe and the blueprint and God and all your ancestors and everyone up there vying for you and saying, go forth, go conquer, go prosper. Everyone up there is vying for you. And I think for some of you, you know who they are. Yes, you are a rich man because you have an abundance of love in heaven, an abundance of angelic support, an abundance of godly support. You know, you got to feel this. You got to feel this. I'm not talking to an Aries that's doing a bunch of criminal sociopathic stuff. You know, if you're here right now, this reading does not apply to you. Unless you stumble into something or someone that's going to straighten you out. Because once you straighten out, your life will blossom. It's going to take someone to straighten you out. Which means someone might drag you into a healing or a prayer group. Something. If you're a criminal or sociopath or a narcissist, Aries, I'm not really sure if there's hope for you, but there might be. Someone might drag you into something to get you to be more of a human being with a soul and spirit and a heart. But this reading is for the Aries who has already opened themselves up and done the work. There's a lot of healing, a lot of connection with God, the divine, the Akashic records. Your soulmate is next to you and you have a purpose and you're tapped into it right now. I'm not putting a timeline on this reading. I'm not saying, hey, this reading is this week. No, this reading is right now, Aries. This is going to either happen. This is either happening to you right now. You're asking questions like, why did that just happen? That was just like miraculous. Or was that a blessing? Or, you know, you got a forgiveness. Something happened now, or it will happen very soon. So I feel like the universe is coming in. For some of you, Aries, this is not for all of you. that your life is going to like catapult into another level of just so many levels of spirituality. And I don't even know how to say that, but like you're going to see some things that are bigger than the life you have here. Okay? Okay, Aries, that's the reading I have for you. And if you like the reading, hit the like. And I will see you at my next reading. And this is Tommy the Tarot Reader, signing out. Bye-bye.